More proof U.S. government bonds are due. Dude, I tell you. Oh, my goodness. This is so funny. My sister sent this to me from Charles Schwab from Spotify, and it's the let me show it to you. Hold on a second. Hold on. All right, here. The Schwab market update. All right, and we're just going to play this for a second. Check this out. See if y'all can't hear this.
The 10-year Treasury note yield eased slightly after the sentiment data and also on news that foreign holdings of U.S. Treasuries reached $9.05 trillion in May, the second highest level ever. This helped soothe concerns that international investors were taking money out of U.S. assets. The 10-year yield climbed 1 basis point for the week, but fell 3 basis points Friday to 4.43.
The U.S. foreign holdings of U.S. Treasuries got the second highest ever? Foreign holdings in U.S. Treasuries rise in May despite China's drop. Foreign holdings of U.S. Treasuries increased to top $9 trillion for a third straight month, data from the Treasury Department showed, with buyers other than China flocking back in after tariff turmoil led to outflows in April. Holdings of U.S. Treasuries rose to $9.045 trillion, which is the second highest after March's $9.049 trillion. On a transaction base, foreigners bought $146 billion of U.S. Treasuries in May, compared with an outflow of only $40 billion in April. Outflow of $40 billion in April. Treasury debt buying by foreigners in May was the largest since August of 2022. Yet China further reduced its holdings to $756 billion in May, the lowest since February 2009. I wonder what could be going on in China. Oh, I got a sneaky suspicion. They're in a world of hurt and they're selling their stuff. They're selling their stuff, dude, because the Chinese economy is in a world of hurt. Now, can I prove that? No. Am I going to go down the rabbit hole to try to prove it? No. I just know that communism fails every time it tries. There's always dead bodies and dead economies. That's what always happens in the economies. So these Antifa fools, shut the hell up. No one likes you. You're ugly. You live in your mom's house, and you got your sleeve tattoos to show how cool you are because you got sleeve tattoos. And you're like, you hate fossil fuels, yet you're on your phone all the time. Kind of weird. Commies, dude. Commies suck. I'll never say punch a commie because I'm not a violent guy. But, man, commies, you should just laugh and mock a commie. That's what we should say, mock a commie. Antifa's communists. They're not anti-fascist. They are fascist, except the communists are fascist. The world's second largest economy has been selling treasuries to bolster its currency. Analysts said a slowing China economy and trade barriers have reduced China's dollar flows, inflows from exports. A slowing Chinese economy and trade barriers have reduced China's dollar flow imports from exports. Yeah, that's crazy. And the UK has now the second largest owner of U.S. government debt, which used to be China, and now it's UK. Anyway, so the pause on the American decline again is on the inevitability of the American decline again is on pause. Let's just take a look at the 10-year right now. I think it's 4.4 or something. It's just these guys, they ever get it right. It's inevitable. Yeah, 4.4 is a 10-year treasury right now. Let's see what the 30-year treasury is at 5. All right, so you can literally go into the market, lock up 30 years at 5%. All right, 30 years at 5%, which is higher than it's been over the last 4 or 5 years, but it's well below historical norms still, even with the amount of debt the U.S. is printing. The decline of the U.S. is on hold once again. All right, God bless. Love your thoughts. Oh, you'll hear the same people. My sister said, what do the people say when you say that it's just not that big of a deal? So you think you can print and just inevitably, why don't we make everybody a millionaire? That's stupid. No one's saying make everybody a millionaire. I'm just saying at the end of the day, the U.S. debt isn't an issue. And we see that because we see in Japan, it's just not. Does that mean we should just spend our way just throw money out like helicopter Ben Bernanke? No. But come on, dude. We've been through this over and over and over and over again, and it has not done anything. The U.S. debt has slowed the economic growth. What? What was the growth of the U.S. debt earlier relative to economic growth? Maybe other things are slowing the economic growth other than the debt. It's just, I would say trade policies, actually. Maybe our infatuation with, quote, free, unquote, trade is what's slowing the U.S. economy. I just throw that out there. All right. Love your thoughts. Smash!